Okay, on number 5, let's do this part first. We can leave m, n, and then we'll have m to the 4th, n to the 6th. Now I can add in that these are to the first power. So then my next step, I could say, okay, m to the 1st times n to the 4th is going to be m to the 5th, and then n to the 1st times n to the 6th is going to be n to the 7th. Final answer. Number 6. So I can't simplify the numerator at all. I can simplify the denominator. I can see I have a 2 times 2. So let me write in the numerator first. That's not going to change in this step. 2 times 2, that's going to give me 4. X times x to the 2nd is going to give me in x to the 3rd. And then y times y to the 3rd is going to give me a y to the 4th. Okay. So the numerator is simplified, the denominator is simplified. So now I need to look across here, and I can see across the fraction bar, and I can see I have x's in the numerator and the denominator. So what I want to look for is the power higher in the numerator or the denominator, and by how much? So the difference between them is 1. It's higher in the numerator. So I'm going to have an x to the 1st, and since the power was higher in the numerator, the x to the 1st will go there. For the y's, the powers are 2 apart. It's 2 higher in the denominator. So I know I'm going to have a y to the 2nd, and since the power was higher in the denominator, I'm going to have my y to the 2nd in the denominator. And then finally, okay, so I've taken care of my x's, I've taken care of my y's. The only thing left is I got to figure out where the 4 goes. So the 4 is going to stay in the denominator. And then my final answer, instead of having x to the 1st, I'm just going to write it as x. Okay, number 7. Again, I like to write when I have an exponent outside, like here. I like to remember that if this is x to the 1st and y to the 1st. So if I sort of distribute the exponent, I'll have x to the 4th, y to the 4th, and I'll just keep the denominator. And then, okay, I can't simplify the numerator, I can't simplify the denominator, so now I need to look across. I have an x to the 4th in the numerator and in the denominator. So since it's actually the same, these are going to reduce to just 1 over 1. Similarly, the y's are going to reduce to 1 over 1. And then, what's left? In the numerator, I have 1 times 1. In the denominator, I have 2 times 1 times 1. Final answer. Number 8. Let's make the exponent positive here. So what I need to do is add a fraction bar. And then I'm not going to move this whole thing across, okay? I'm only going to move the negative exponent in its base. This is 2 to the positive 1 power. So I'm going to move the base and the negative exponent across the fraction bar. So I'm going to have 2 times 4n in the numerator, and in the denominator I'm going to have n to the 3rd. So now I can just sort of check, okay, can I simplify the numerator? Actually, yes. We can say that 2 times 4 is just 8. So I have 8n over n to the third. Okay, so the numerator is simplified, the denominator is simplified, and now, okay, well, I have 8n to the first over n to the third. So I can simplify here. The power is higher in the denominator, and it's 2 higher. The power is 2 higher in the denominator. So I know I'm going to have an n to the second because the difference was 2, and since it was higher in the denominator, it's going to go here into the denominator. So this is done, and then I'm just going to have my 8, which is still in the numerator.